Hello to all you yids out there. This is the Heart Now Here Spurs Fans podcast, a podcast from a bunch of yids to all you yids around the world. And it's a full house tonight. If you're listening to us on your normal streaming capacities or you're watching us live, there are 5 of us here tonight. It's myself, Lee Tarrier, Kevin Dennis, Matty Kurt, and TJ Smith. And we're very, very proud to be joined by one of our very special sponsors. It's Mitchell from Hotspur Heritage. How you doing, mate? Are you well?
Yeah, all good, mate. Thank you. Cheers for having me on. Yeah, it's good to be here. I've been listening for about 2 years now, so yeah, happy to be here.
Oh, mate, it's the least we could do. And I love the flag in the back, as Kev said earlier on. It's lovely to see. And we'll talk to you about all your great work a bit later on. But it's been, I'd say, a positive week for Spurs. We get back in the Champions League. We win 1-0. It's a clean sheet. It's not the greatest performance, but at this stage of the competition, you just want to get the job done. And getting another clean sheet has been great for us at the end of the day. I think it's really nice to see us building on the back. But saying that, we obviously then go into the Brighton game at the weekend, and we start pretty shoddy. Not the greatest way to start, but we claw back a point, which in many ways, I know we were talking about it last week, obviously with Jamie and a couple of us here. A couple of us were happy with a point, a couple of us wanted to win, but I think all in all, we'd take that point. But Kev, you were in Brighton. You were at the game, mate. Tell us all about it, your day, how it all came about, and what was the atmosphere like in the ground?
Yeah, it was a good day. It's the first time I've been down there on a Saturday as well. So I've only been there midweek. So a different route to get to the ground. I've never gone by train before. So for our night of a nice journey it is from London. When you get into Brighton Central, getting to the ground can be a bit of a fucking pickle, especially getting out of there. So that was a bit of an experience. But yeah, good day. I was out with Yik Yak the night before, so I got up late, missed the first train. Didn't start the day off too well, but yeah, jumped on the old area of the dog about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and away we was. But yeah, really good day. Got down there early, about 11:15, Brighton Central. Had a few beers in Brighton Town Centre, which is I suppose if you've been to Camden down in London, it's got that same vibe to it. It's all a bit, different characters all over the gaff. And I took my boy down there as well, and he sort of lives out in the sticks. So when he goes to places like Brighton, it's a bit of an eyesore for him for some of it. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, he really enjoyed it, and yeah, it was a good bit before the game, and then obviously, sure we'll get into the game, but yeah, a positive result, I thought, at the end of it.
What was the crowd like, mate? Like all the Spurs around you, usual mob, I expect.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the corner, so I couldn't really see what it was like. I mean, on the telly, it looked like it was rounding out. I'm sure we probably sold it out. So yeah, I was sort of tucked on the corner where the corner flag was, and it was quite noisy on my bit. But I'm sure if you was bang in the middle of that stand, you would probably got a bit more of a better atmosphere than I did. But yeah, it was a good turnout from the Spurs. It always is away from home, the score. So yeah, it was a good day all in all, I thought.
Brilliant. And was it a boozy one afterwards?
Boozy one afterwards, yeah. I mean, I think
it's a busy weekend, mate. Yik Yak on Friday, Brighton on Saturday.
I ended up at an Oasis reunion in my town in Hertford, so I didn't get into 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, that was good. A group, I want to give him a shout out actually, because there's a lad who plays for my football team. His dad's the lead singer, and that's how we got to go down there. And it's an Oasis tribute band called Our Kids, and they do a lot of the Hertfordshire circuit. And
where was they, mate?
Pardon?
Where was they playing? Where did they play?
Hertford Bell. You know where we used to done a pod for a few weeks. Yeah, we was in there.
Yeah.
So really nice bloke. Got talking to him, and he's Spurs as well. So I think it's only right that we fucking get him on here one day as well to speak a bit of Oasis and obviously Spurs. But yeah, what was good about him is that he don't try and sound like Liam, where a lot of them do. And he had his own sort of like swing to it. And yeah, really good, mate. I mean, been on the piss since 10 o'clock in the morning, so I was out singing Wonderwall at the top of my lungs at 12:30 at night. So yeah, that really good. I mean, it was a good weekend all in all. And like you said, I was with Yik Yak on a Friday night, and we went and watched a stand-up comedian who a lot of Spurs fans will know. Jamie knows him quite well as well. His name's Alan Bissell. and he's a big name at Spurs. So to go and watch him on a bit of stand-up comedy, and had a good chat with him, and yeah, he's another one who's really keen to come on and listen to the pod. So yeah, a really good Spurs weekend, I thought, and yesterday just sort of died and recovered and went back to work today. So yeah, do it all again in a heartbeat. It's just a shame we couldn't get the 3 points to really put the ice on the cake for the weekend. But like I said, I'm happy at the end of the day with a point, as I think it's a really difficult place to go, and being 2-0 down, I think Spurs teams gone by might not have been able to claw that back. But we showed so much courage in that second half, and probably deserved to nick it, I thought. So yeah, so for me, it's being 2-0 down. It's a positive result. It's a result we could have lost a few years ago. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and that's it. I guess, Matty, you wanted 2 wins when we spoke this time last week. But all in all, do you think it was a positive week? I'd say it was, wouldn't it?
Yeah, hang on 2 secs, Kev. Kev, you're nearly 50, mate. You can't be doing 2 days on a bender, mate. You need to relax yourself, mate.
Do you know what, mate? I'll tell you what, I'm rolling back the years at the moment. I don't know what it is. I feel fucking 20 again. It's been great.
And talking about reunions, Lee, when are you going to come back out in your band?
Oh, mate, I don't know. I got to get Jim out first, the chemist. I don't know if I can.
No, you know what? Do you know what? I thought we would go into Brighton and win that comfortably, but it's that inconsistent performance again that we are going to see. And I think that first half, I don't think it was inconsistent. First one, they just caught it on the break, and the second one, Vicario had a stinker, I believe. Like, people can try and defend it all they want. End of the day, he fucked up. Simple as that. I always feel like this with Vicario, though. Every 3 games, he's got a mess up in him, isn't he? But I thought second half we were brilliant. I think we dominated the whole game, really. I think disappointing to come away with a draw, but you would definitely take the draw after being 2-0 down, you know?
Yeah, look, I mean, 63% possession against their 36, 63.9 against 36.1, 44 touches for Spurs in their opposition box, 17 only for them. Both made 2 saves. Sort of similar when it comes to shots. They had 12, we had 11. It like you say, and TJ, it looked like we're doing all right. Over 500 passes. It's just, I feel like it's just another learning step for Frank. He said it was one of the most accomplished performances. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the Kev camp with this. I think it's a good point away. Like, I think, especially when you look at the 2 games of the week, I think they're the hardest 2 that we're going to play this month, by the way. I think that we've had the hardest 2 games in a month now. And I fully expect us to go into the next 4 and get 4 wins in the next 4 games. But yeah, looking at those performances, I think you had a bad half in each game. So in the Villarreal game, I think we were lucky to hang on to the win in the end, because we come out in the second half and we were terrible. Couldn't string passes together up top, and we just really looked like we were going to concede. And I think for the defensive work that got done in that game, like, you can just see, like, we're becoming a lot harder to beat. And then that was reiterated again in the Brighton game. I think we started poorly the other way around. You know, we've come out and we've played really badly in the first half. They've taken their chances. I agree with Matt. I think Vicario was at fault for the second goal. But then, they come out and they absolutely dominate Brighton. Like, we literally, as soon as that second goal in, it was all Spurs from there. And I think that's where people are looking at it. And you'll start questioning, have we got enough up top? Have we got a number 9? That's, like, the question that we put in one of our groups was, if Harry Kane's in that team, like, what's the scoreline? It's and like that's kind of like the vibe. Like, you feel like if there was another striker at the top there, we probably would have put a lot more of them goals away. I think Simmons had a sitter. Not a sitter, but he had a really good chance to score and missed. But listen, at the end of the day, you're 2-0 down. Teams of Tottenham's past would roll over on that. We would not come back and get 2-2. And I think, like, seeing that sort of survival, like that comeback instinct, is reminiscent of the games we used to play under Poch. And I think he used to, that's the last time I see a Spurs team really, go 2-0 down and then sit there and I think, we still got a chance here. And Kev knows what I'm talking about, because we used to be in the ground together and we used to watch Spurs go like 2-0 down and we'd go, yeah, you know what, we'll come back. And I feel like Frank's kind of got that in it at the moment. Like, I don't look at teams now and think that we're just going to get rolled over at the moment. Listen, we still got to play some of the big boys, but I think there's good signs at Tottenham at the moment, and I'm happy. I am happy with the point considering how it started.
Yeah, And I think that is, that is a big thing to say. Sometimes you're not going to hit the ground running and you're going to get those goals against. But the manner we came back, the manner that we played, those possession stats, the stats with the shots in the opposition box show that we play well. And I guess in that sense, Mitchell, a big part of that, I know TJ said about Xavi Simons there, but he came on and he did make a change. He did make an effect for the team, didn't you think?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it's crying out. He has to play the number 10 role. I mean, especially while Madders is out. I don't think Simmons is a winger. I think in that number 10 role, he's just different gravy. So I think going forward now, we have to play him in the 10. Yeah, I just think he was superb, and like TJ said, I think he did miss a bit of a sitter. I thought he should have scored. He deserved the goal, to be honest. He had a few chances. So, but yeah, I think number 10 role. But yeah, from that, I think it was like 61st minute. As soon as he come on, he changed the game.
Yeah, massively, and that's a really big plus.
Lee,
for us,
sorry, Lee. You know what it is. I think you can tell with playing Simmons in that 10 role. I think you can see why we was crying out for a Savinho. I mean, I think that's been pretty evident over the last sort of couple of games that, like Mitch is saying there, Simmons when he come into that 10 role, I know he picked up off the left a few times, but really, if you stick him in that middle, he's creating everything. And obviously, like you said, that's what we're crying out for at the moment with Maddison out. But yeah, I can see now why they really wanted a winger to free up a good player in the 10 role in terms of if it was going to be an Eze or on that Simmons, obviously. So yeah, I can really see that, and I just want to touch on Simmons again. And I honestly thought he was man of the match for a player who only came on for fucking half hour, and I did have change. And yes, he should have had that shot that he missed on target, but the keeper also made a great save from one of his shots as well in that bottom corner. But what I liked about him is that he was hungry. He's demanding off all his teammates. He's telling people what to do. This is a kid who's just come into the team. I think he feels like he's the main man. He certainly gets on the ball like he is, but he's also, sort of criticizes his teammates, asks them to do this, run here, run there. I'm like, he shouldn't be doing that. He should be in a bit of a shy zone with it all still, But I think he knows that he's been bought for a reason, and he's the player that we really need to look at. And I've been obsessed with watching him train recently as well on the Spurs socials and all that, and just watching what they try and do with certain players. Today I was watching Destiny, but the other day I was watching Simmons and what they were doing in passages of play where to get Simmons in that 10 role and get him creating. I mean, I think they're working hard behind the scenes, and I think even just that cameo against Brighton, I thought you could see what he's going to bring, once he really settles in and you've got Kulu back around him and players like that. But yeah, it's a shame because I do think we're missing something out wide at the moment, and we don't really want him hanging about out there. We need him in the creative role, but early signs are good. It's always nice when you get a top sign like that and they hit the ground running, especially in this league as well. So let's hope he goes from strength to strength now and becomes that player maybe Maddison should have, and like an Eriksen type of old,
Yeah, and I'm staying with you, Kev, because obviously you was at the game and you've spoke a lot about Destiny Udogie. He started the game. Your thoughts on him? Did you look at him in a different way? Obviously, you can see it very differently when in the ground. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Jed fan, and it would take a lot for me to take Jed out of that team. So, and Udogie has been a bit inconsistent in especially last year, and he's just coming back. But I thought he was really good. I don't know how he was perceived on the telly or the ratings or whatever it is, but I remember him playing really well in that game, and I thought he caused some damage going down there. So nice to see him playing. I think he now knows that he's got a massive competition in front of him, and he's going to need to work hard. I think in previous seasons gone by, especially the last two, he knows he's number one left back. And, that sometimes can breed inconsistency in you in games if you ain't got someone fucking breathing down your neck for your place, So, yeah, it's nice to see him and Spence having a right old tussle for it,
Big time. And that's what you want. You want competition throughout because as we'll go on to a bit later, we've got a cup game this week, and it's a cup game that is very important to us, even if it is not as high up in the hierarchy of what we want as it maybe was a year or even 2 years ago, but it's still important. But going back to what we're saying about the wide players, Matt, he has changed that a lot. I mean, Kudos has sort of been his constant, but it's been Odegaard, it's been Tell around there, it's been Simons in there. Like, do you think he's still unsure of what he wants, as Kev was saying there?
Yeah, going back to Jed as well. Every other player gets rotated in that team now. We've got such a good squad now. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got a squad of like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I feel like now we can rotate that squad. So Destiny coming in for Jed, yeah, I think that was a good move. Destiny will probably get 90 minutes again on Wednesday night and maybe rest Poro. Do you know what I mean? I think we've got options now where we can rotate players around and they're good players coming in. With regards to the wingers, I think Johnson has to leave in January, no? If he wants to move forward in his life, like in his career and that, I think he gave us that moment. The boy wants to play football and I don't think he's going to get that at Spurs, mate. I think if we're going to go back in for Savinho back in January, then you're looking at him and Kudus. You've got Kulu coming back. Do you know what I mean? When Maddison comes back, Siemens can play back on the wing. No one knows what's going to happen. However, you've got Odobert and Tell. I like Odobert. I think Tell, just given time, I'd like to see both of them start against. Oh, mate, my head's gone blank on Wednesday night as well. So,
Costa.
yeah, Doncaster, that's it. So, mate, I like to see Johnson, Tell, and Odobert all start on Wednesday night, if I'm honest, to give them a chance.
Yeah, that's fair. But I guess then you've got that sort of forward bit. What are you thinking, TJ, of the middle three? This week it was Paulinia, it was Bergval, and it was Bentancur. Are you finding that unit working quite well? What's your thoughts?
Again, I'm kind of with Matt on that situation. It's rare I agree with him this much, to be honest. But yeah, it's that middle three, I think, where you can rotate, and you've got really experienced heads in there now. I think the one guy that I really like, and for me, he's probably been one of our better signings, is Paulinho. I think the guy's unbelievable, and he really shores up that connection between defence and midfield. And for me, like if he's playing in that role, that like they call it like the numbers, like the six, don't they? If he's sort of sitting in that holding midfield role, and then you've got like Bergval and whoever with him, really. Like I think Sarr works well. If we're playing like if Frank's playing an attacking game, I think Bergval and Sarr probably work better than Bergval and Bentancur.
Yeah, where was Sarr?
Where was
Sarr the other day?
I think he just rested, or he might have had a knock.
It's just unused sub, yeah. He was unused sub.
But again, when Papa Sarr's on that pitch, though, boys, he puts some mileage in. Do you know what I mean? So you do need to give him a rest, you know.
Yeah, like listen, I don't disagree with Matt. Like I think we're at a point now where we're going to have to rotate. Like we're playing in a lot of competitions. We're looking to be successful in as many as possible. I think you need to rotate. I don't like again rotating for the sake of rotating is a little bit different. The only thing I do disagree with Matt on is I would have played Spence. I think that's where we kind of looked a little like Destiny's all right, but I think Spence is different level, like in terms of cutting play out and I think they exploited that Jed wasn't playing, in my opinion. But yeah, listen, I'm quite happy with Paulinho and then any two in front. And at the moment, Bergval's probably been one of our best players of the season. So you can't really take him out. You can't really take him out at the moment. Like he might get rested on Wednesday, but again, like this, like for me, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, we've got 4 very winnable fixtures now. Like for me, I expect 4 wins in the next 4 games. Like, and that takes us up to the international break. You know, you've got Doncaster Wednesday, then you've got Wolves who are basically getting beat by everyone at home on Saturday night. Bodo away, which again we know it's a tough place to go, but we've been there and done it literally like 4 months ago. And then Leeds away, which obviously most of us here are going to. But again, it's another tricky one. But I think we should beat Leeds. Like most days of the week, we should be beating Leeds. So yeah, 4 wins out of the next 4 has to be if you want to be in contention for things.
Archie Gray has to start on Wednesday, boys. Surely, if he don't start against Doncaster, I don't see him starting again for the rest of the season.
He came on, didn't he? But yeah, I agree with you. I think he has to, and that is a big part of what we got to expect over the next games. And I'm going to come on to that just a minute, but I will go round again. I think we know from Kev, so we'll start with you, Kevin. Our man of the match, we call him the Hotspur. Who would it be for you, Kev?
Well, as in the Brighton game.
Yeah. Would it be Xavi, as you said?
Yeah, I think Xavi. I mean, I did think Destiny had a good game as well, but I just think for Xavi coming on his sort of electricity and his will to get stuck in straight away from being on the bench, and like I said, a new player into the league, I thought he really made us tick in that second half, and I don't know if we would have got the point without him being on the pitch. So massive influence on the game for me. So yeah, Destiny unlucky to not get it, but yeah, I'll go Xavi.
Lovely. Mitchell, who would you say your man in the match, your Hotspur for the game against Brighton?
Yeah, I've got to agree with Kev, to be honest. I think, just purely the fact that when he come on, he changed the game completely. So, yeah, I have to go with Simmons.
Yep, fair. Matty, same?
No, mate, the Brazilian R9, mate, the pigeon.
I knew he was going to say that.
I tell you what, I thought he was shit that fucking first half. I missed his goal. I was getting a fucking beard down there. But he got folded up like paper every time someone went up his arse. And I think he just got smashed before the goal as well, didn't he? He was laying on the fucking floor having a cry up. But, I mean, listen, he's been good this year. But, I mean, what TJ's saying about the number 9 situation, he definitely isn't what we need to fire us to the next level. But, I mean, I look at players like Lancashire at the moment on loan at Oxford and doing bits. And he's a nice, big, strong boy. I think we're crying out just for a bit of strength up there. He does hold it up okay with Richarlison, but he's quite weak as well in terms of that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't
back in
think
training now, isn't he, Kev? Solanke's back in training now, isn't he?
I don't know. I mean, it's gone quite Solanke, but yeah, I think we need that. I mean, Tell definitely ain't a centre forward for me. So you kind of got to. And obviously you got Moani. I think someone told me. I think the boy told me he got injured. Got a dead leg, I think, in the Villarreal game.
Oh.
But he also looks very unfit as well. Fucking hell, he's blown out of his arse after 10 minutes. So, I mean, you've got Solanke and Richarlison who find it hard to stay fit. You've bought a striker who ain't ready. And you've got Lancashire out on loan. You've got Tell, who's a winger. You play at centre forward. I mean, that might be the only shitty point we've got at the moment is having a number 9. If Richarlison isn't the Brazilian Richarlison he wants to be, you know.
Yeah. I guess then. I mean,
no, Lee, sorry, mate. My player of the match is Kudus. I thought.
Oh, it weren't Richarlison.
No. I was joking, mate. Just wind Kev up.
Yeah, I think fucking knew he was winding me up.
No, it's Kudus, mate. I think. Do you know what? If it wasn't for him, I think he's carrying that front three at the moment. He's our only outlet at every opportunity. I think he's our only good attacking option as we speak.
Yeah, he's dribbling. His success rate at it is incredible. TJ,
sorry, quickly before we go on the teams, I just want to say about Kudus. Listen, I think Kudus has been really, really good, right? But I'll tell you what he is guilty of. He fucking over dribbles. I don't know if you watched him intensely like that, but he sometimes could break going forward and he takes an extra dribble and turns back and he constantly he's going around in a fucking circle sometimes. That's my only criticism of him if I'm going to lay anything on him. Does great things as well, but also does things he doesn't need to do. Overplays massively sometimes, but I mean that's down to the manager to sort out. But listen, it's still a massive influence on the games.
Yeah, big time. But Kudos, how did you feel about him, TJ? Would he be your Hotspur of the match?
He is mine as well.
Whoa, there we are.
So,
okay.
I think I just fucking hell. I don't know. I mean, I often have agreed with Matt this much, but yeah, I think there's
that phone call we had earlier, TJ.
I know, fucking hell, unbelievable. Like, but listen, it's I ain't playing Snap with him anymore. Fucking hell. But no, listen, he has been like a bit of a shining light in that front three for me, and I've said it before, but he gives me Dembele vibes when having the ball at his feet. Like and I know that's a big fucking statement. If you're a Spurs fan, listen, every professional player used to say they hated playing against Dembele. He was the hardest player to play against. And I think Kudus has got that about him. I think players can't get the ball off him and they struggle, and he holds it so well. And you can see what he does. As the ball comes into him, he's got his arm straight up, waiting for the touch on the other side for the player. And he just takes that ball in so well and then shifts it. I think he's a little bit guilty of a sloppy pass every now and then. Like if he's like in the 70th minute, he starts letting the ball go a little bit. But in terms of like driving the team forward, I think he's like him and Javi Simons have got the same sort of thing.
You always teach. I think if you could add goals into Kudus' game as well. I mean, I don't think he's. I mean, I think it's pretty evident over his career. He doesn't score enough goals for such an attacking threat. If he can start adding goals to his game and getting his finishing on point, I mean, that is a real well beater there on his day.
I don't think he need. Like, I mean, it'd be great, but I don't think he needs that in his game. I think that should be coming from other parts of the pitch, in my opinion. Like, I know what you're saying.
You want your wide players scoring as well, though. Surely you want your wide players chipping in.
I see Kudos scoring goals.
Johnson scores.
If we can if we can get a left winger and a proper striker in, if that Dom Solanke comes in firing, we can get a good proper left winger. You get Kulu, Maddison, and stuff like that back. I guarantee you, next season, Kudus will score more than 10 goals. 100%.
Do you know what? I'm looking forward to Solanke fucking getting on the end of these fucking Bergvall throws as well, because we put good corners in now, and we got obviously that some of them long throws are like fucking having corners, and I wouldn't mind seeing some bullish sort of mini sit from the centre backs, Romero Van der Ven thriving on it. But I think Dom Solanke would thrive on the way we throw them long balls into the box now. That's another part of Solanke's game I think would be great.
That's one thing
at the minute, you know. Andy Booth would love this right now, you know.
Andy Booth scoring 25 goals a season in this team.
Listen, we are now a threat from set pieces. We haven't ever been that team. I don't think we've been that team. Well, I can't remember the last time we were like this.
Quite a few years. Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't remember Spurs being like a set piece team, like where we get like a corner or a free kick and we expect to score. I feel like that's happening now. I feel like when Spurs get a corner, I'm thinking we're going to score. Like I genuinely believe we're going to score every time we get a corner. So that's another thing that Frank's added, and I think that's been a super big benefit to our game, because you can see that he sets up to I think it, like against West Ham, I felt like he played like that. Like he wanted to get set pieces. Like we had the corners, the free kicks, like we're drawing that constantly. And I think he's playing on the fact that, you know, we've got this set piece coaching, and they're doing really well. You can see that they've worked on it. It's a big improvement.
Yeah, you know, we're in a positive time. Look, we're third in the league, albeit look, it's 5 games, but we're in the right track. We've gone away from home 3 times, haven't lost, only conceded 2, and that was in the last game. There is a lot of positives here. I think now the next bit is to see how we can push on. I think the Villarreal game for me showed that there is elements of the game that we control, and then there's elements that we don't. There's that moment where I feel we've got to kick on and get a second or third when we are the dominating team with the ball. And I think once we get that, and I do believe that we will get that with this manager, I think his in-game management is superb. I think he realizes when things aren't going the way that they should, and he makes changes. He don't fuck about. I think when he gets those bits right, we're in a really good time. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to talk it up too high, but I would definitely say
I'll TJ what I said in the group chat the other day, and Matt, I said I've just got a feeling that we're just going to go about our business quiet this year, and
great.
When no one's expecting nothing of us, and I just think the more they win games and don't concede goals, I just feel like it's one of them seasons where confidence can just grow. And I think if you top that up in January as well, not too much, but if you tweak it in January, I just think, I don't want to fucking say it because I feel like I'm fucking jinxing it, touching wood and all that. I can just see us around March, April, just quietly being spoken about being up there. And I think what I've seen so far, and this is only what I've seen so far, I just think top 4 is a possibility for us if we go about our business right and we keep injury free. I mean, the 2 boys at centre half's massive, and even Porro and Udogie and Spence, to be fair, if we can keep all them fit, I think you don't concede goals, you don't lose games. But I mean, I'm feeling really positive about this, and I want to say one thing about the away end the other day. It's the first time I've heard them sing a manager's name with the words "Blue and White Army" in it. I didn't hear that under Ange. I didn't hear that under Conte. I didn't hear that under Mourinho. I heard Thomas Frank's Blue and White Army. And when the crowd, people that go to the games know, when the crowd sings that, especially away fans, they're all in for that manager. They're invested already. And for him to have that already, I think just shows you that the groundwork he's done in such a short amount of time to have our identity the way we play. I think he's got everybody believing something. He's certainly got me believing it, that I think we can have a really, really good season, whether that's domestically in the league or in the cups. I just think there's a chance this season that we really could surprise a few people with maybe achieving something that nobody thought we'd achieve, you know?
Oh,
win the Champions League.
That's great.
Yeah,
well, can you imagine? We'll take that. Bloody hell, but this is the thing. Like, we are in a good space, and we almost want to stay there. That's the thing. We don't want to jinx it. We do want to stay there, and I think that's what he'll do. He's not a guy that gets carried away. I mean, if you look, and this is a bit. Look, I am not going to shit on Ange. I loved Ange. I loved what he brought to us at that point. He brought us the trophy, right? We're all in that same camp, but there is a lot of things that are very evident quite early on. I think Ange came at the right time, and we'll always be thankful for that. But there is a maturity to what we're doing now, and I think that that's the gradual progression I think that we had to go on, because we had that muddy period with the Nuno, the Conte, the Jose, where I don't know if we knew the identity. It was all about, right, we've got to win, so pick a winner. It was that kind of thing when we were selecting a manager. Or with Nuno's case, it was like, well, just pick the next best one that was out there and that's available. So I think here we've got somebody that likes to go about their work, that's going to do something and then acts accordingly. So it's very exciting times, and staying fit will be so key in this. And when you look at that, this is now us going into a game which is against Doncaster on Wednesday. Now the Carabao Cup, as any cup is very important for us, because we want to win these things. Like, we've got the taste now of the Europa League. We want another cup, and we've talked about it a little bit in our Brighton sort of review. But TJ, when you look at this game, what do you do? Who do you play? How do you take it? If you're Thomas Frank, is it wholesale changes? Is it a couple here, a couple there? We've talked about the way that Matty did there with Brennan Johnson getting involved. But how do you set up in this game? Because it is a game that we want to win. It's not, it's a Carabao Cup. What will be, will be. No, we want to get in that next round.
100%, totally agree. And listen, it's something else to say as well. A lot of Prem teams are out already. I think we've lost about 7 Prem teams already, and that's before this round even this week kicks off, because obviously you had a few games last week. Not just that, a lot of Championship sides are out as well. The dominant league in this competition at the moment outside the Prem is League One, so a lot of the teams are coming out of League One in this round, and that's something to consider, because if a couple of big boys draw each other, could be us. Who knows? We could get fucking Liverpool away in the next round. But at the end of the day, you can only play what's in front of you. But yeah, so I think there's a really good chance that a club could find themselves in a semi-final quite quickly in this competition, and having not played anybody really. But listen, that being said, there are a League One team, but they're doing all right in League One. In terms of changes, I wouldn't be playing the kids. That's never my answer in this situation. And we've got a big enough squad where we shouldn't have to play any kids. This should be a chance for players that are kind of on the fringes, like Tell, like Johnson, like Odobert, to come in and really make a statement. And listen, I don't know if he's back, but I probably wouldn't play Van der Ven and Romero in this one. It might be one for Danso and Dragusin. I don't even know if he's back yet, but try and switch it out a bit and just don't go mad. Say again.
Ben Davis is slotting there. Ben Davis.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. These are people that are around the first team, and people that have got experience. Someone like Ben Davis coming in to captain the team with a lot more changes, I would I'd be all right with that. Just don't start playing people in the academy, because even against a League One team, you see it in the EFL Trophy. They start off all right, but they ain't really got the experience, and that's why under 21 teams never go far in that EFL Trophy. So yeah, let's make some changes, rest a few players. But don't go mad. Don't go mental. Put players in that are hungry and want game time. And listen, it helps that we're playing at home, today and on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it also helps we're playing Wolves. And again, no disrespect to Wolves. They've punished us a few times over the previous years. But that's a game I fully expect to win, and comfortably on Saturday. So yeah, get the job done on Wednesday. Have the players on the bench that can come in if necessary, but the players in the squad, in our Premier League squad, should have enough to beat Doncaster at home.
Yeah, and you'd like to think so. And Mitchell, when you look at it, we've talked a little bit. We didn't gloss on it too much with Vicario and the Brighton mistake and stuff. But with that being said, and him conceding 2 goals, what would you do? Would you play him against Doncaster, or would you put in Kinski and give him some game time against a team that are going to be more physical based on the league that they play in?
For me, I'd love Vicario, but I'd play Kinski for this one. Just purely the fact it's Doncaster as well. Give Kinski a run out. From what I've seen of Kinski, I think I rate him. I think he's quite decent. I don't think he's had enough games, to be honest. So it'd be good to get a game under his belt. So yeah, I think Vicario, Matt was saying about he has a mistake in him every couple of games, and I've noticed where he's he can make an outstanding save, and then sometimes there'll be a save which is schoolboy error stuff, and he lets it in, and you think, oh. But I mean, this season he's been great, I know, but yeah, for me, it's got to be Kinski to play on Wednesday.
Yep, I think that's fair. I guess then when we are making those changes, because you do want to get players having game time, it is a squad game. We need to proceed as a squad. But also, what's really important in home games is a home crowd. Kev, you guys are diehard. Is this a game you're going to? And if not, what role does a crowd play in games like this, Carabao Cup early round against a team that not many would call a glamour tie?
For 4 loyalty points, I'll be happy to go there. And if anyone chasing points tells you different, they're fucking liars. Because I mean, I just listened to you guys on the last week's pod, and you sort of said about the Villarreal game, and it's not always ideal for people getting down there. And I mean, unless you live locally, it's great. If you live Hertfordshire or Barnet or where, I mean, you admit you're in Essex, right? So it's like them sort of journeys can be a bit of a pain in the arse. But for loyalty points, I'll definitely get down there and tap in and have a beer. And like I said before in previous episodes, I'm one of them that likes to see young players have a go. And but I'm with Tej on that, where it shouldn't be too many. But I'll tell you one thing: I would love to see that Lucas Williams-Barnett on the bench. I'd love to see him in a game like this, even if it's just a little 10-minute cameo at the end. I'd like to see players like him. But yeah, listen, Kinski, I'm a big fan of Kinski as well. Like Mitch said, I think there's a goalkeeper there I really think could give Vicario a run for his money if he's given the time. Great with his feet as well, and players like that who you sort of just forget about that are around it, So yeah, looking forward to going. Looking forward to seeing some good few young players on the bench if they get on at the end. But listen, there's no thing about it. It's a cup now that I want to win, like we said about having the taste of cups in last year. And it's also a cup for me that holds good memories, because I've seen us win it twice, and I've got a thing about the Carabao Cup where if we can have a good run in it and the teams go out and it gives us a nice little pathway to get through the final, it's always nice to have a day out at Wembley as well. So I'm all in for this cup. But yeah, let's not do what we did last year, like against Fulham, where we just fucking changed the whole thing and the team looked like a bunch of fucking strangers out there. That can't happen. So yeah, looking forward to us getting through, to be honest, and looking forward to my 4 loyalty points.
There we go.
Listen, Lee,
sorry.
On the loyalty point thing, I've obviously bought a ticket, but I thought this would be a good one to get some brownie points for the missus, right? So I've got the wife a ticket as well. I was like, I'll take her down there as well. Like, it's a nice little game, day out. She's given me the elbow, mate. Pied it already. So I bought her a ticket. Now she ain't coming. Apparently, going to see our daughter's secondary school is more important. So she can go and do that, and I'll go with
But I guess, you made a good point, TJ, and Kevin added on to that, but I want to ask Matty about it. We were talking about not wholesale changes, not the youth thing, but the excitement of someone like a Luca Williams-Barnett. When you have a squad like this, Matt, because we're looking at this bench now, the bench the other day, I'm just gonna have a look at it. The bench the other day was it was Danso, Gray, Johnson, Kinski, Sarr, Dane Scarlett, Xavi, Jed Spence, and Tell. Right, so that, and we know we've got players out. If players like this Williams-Barnett, who is scoring for fun, got another hat trick at the weekend, by the way, if they're not playing these games, and now we're not in the Europa League, we're not, we might be able to play them in certain ties if we get through the league early. How do we start to integrate these Williams-Barnetts in now? Because we know we're no longer in this sort of world where they get runs in the side through the Premier League. So, Matt, do you agree with the boys there, or do you think you could probably go 2 or 3 here along some of those names I mentioned from the bench?
No, I think most of that bench start. I think Tells will start through the middle. Dane Scarlett, I don't know. No one knows what's happening with him. Like, how he feels like he's about 40, still sitting at Spurs. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's been around for years. And
is it because he doesn't get those times though? That's what I'm saying. Like, he gets a game here or a game there, and is that helpful for you?
No, but it's what I mean. Are we just keeping him on? Are we just keeping him on for homegrown talent, and that's it, or homegrown players? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it time that we just? I don't know. Is he ever
He's
going to make it?
like what's his name? That Brandon Austin. I feel like he's kept around for the fucking
mate.
stuff as well.
But the thing is, I think he's happy to do that. But Dane Scarlett, he's like 21 years old, isn't he? But he just has to go. I think, like for his own career. Do you know what I mean? He wants to move on with his own career. I think that's why Will Lancashire. We've done the same last year, where Dane Scarlett went out the first half of the season. We recalled him, and Lancashire went out. And it might be the same this season, where Lancashire goes out till January, and then Dane Scarlett goes out. We don't know, but I think most of that bench starts tomorrow, if I'm honest. But I do want to see some youth come through. Like when was the last proper one we had? Like obviously it's Harry Kane, but you've got Oliver Skip, Ryan Mason, and that. Do you know what I mean? Like we need something better. Do you know what I mean? I know Arsenal, obviously, when they was in Europa League, they started to bring through Saka. Do you know what I mean? Man United has started to bring through players, and we need it. Do you know what I mean? We've got such a good academy. If we haven't got a better player, let's say, I don't want to like put no disrespect to Ben Davis, like, but if we want an upgrade on these sort of players, like if we want to push on, if we haven't got someone better than that in the academy, for instance, you might as well just shut the academy down, because you're telling me we've got no good prospects coming through.
That's the thing that I find with it. It's just like, how many could we afford? Because I get it. At the same time, we've got a big squad. You've got to give them game time. But I don't ever want to lose the fact that night against Elfsborg, which, you know, we should go off and win, and as we did. But those boys, we got into that second half, and it was a bit of like, you know, squeaky bum time. We hadn't got what we needed. Three of these academy boys came on. They scored the goals. We went through. And I know that it's a different time and it's a different team, and you can't then go, well, you're ready for the Prem. But it's just an interesting thing that as we grow as a team, as our squad looks settled, is there ever going to be a chance for these players that we mentioned in our under 18s and our under 21 games to get through? Because we would want that. You know, we're talking about Luca Williams-Barnett. It's the one that stands out, but there must be two or three, and will they ever get a chance? That's the bit that worries me personally as a supporter.
I think they're talking about this Tyrese. Is it Tyrese Hall?
Tyrese Hall.
I mean,
he's on loan at the moment, though. He's on loan at the moment. Yeah, he's just gone on loan, but he got 2 goals at the weekend.
Where's he?
He's at, I think he's Notts County. He got 2 goals against Notts County. I'll be sort of mentioning it, but yeah, he got 2 goals in Notts County's 4-0 win over Crawley Town. Yeah,
they're raving about him apparently, but you know, like you said, Lee, we've heard them rave about some players, and they just slip through the net and end up going. Do you know what I mean? They don't really get a chance unless it's a pre-season tour. But I mean, this Luca Williams-Barnett is pulling up fucking trees everywhere, and it's like, you know, I know you're going to go on to his hat trick, but I mean, that was under. Is there under 23s now, or is it just under 21s? Because he's under 21, isn't
it? They call it
Premier League 2.
Premier League 2, so you can play up to about 23, I think. But
so that hat trick is called.
You can have 3 senior players in it as well. It's basically the reserves.
Yeah, so that hat trick he scored the other day, that was like under 23 level, wasn't it?
That's Premier League 2, reserve
Premier League 2.
Yeah, fucking hell. And how old is he? 16.
No. He's 16. It's 16.
Yeah,
I mean, it's disgusting.
It's something going on there, and I mean, I think someone said to me at work that his contract situation, I think he's only got, 2027. I think his contract ends. So if there is something there, we need to start nailing him down now at 16, and you know, if he's doing that in under 23s at 16, what's he going to do when he's 18, 19? You know, it's just time, like you said, Matt. It's time to start bringing the next lot through. If the club are interested in saving money on certain transfers and stuff like that, if they're still keeping that ethos, then these players like that we can't let slip through the net. We need to get them in the squad, get them playing, and you never know. One day they might if we do decide to sell them, they're worth 70, 80 million, 90 million. You know, it's just not saying we want to do that, but that's the way Spurs sort of run things, and we get a good player in the meantime till he gets to that point. It's just, I'm just fed up we're not seeing enough quality youth come through. You know.
Well,
I'm still waiting for John Percy to come through.
There you go.
I never knew what that guy looked like. I never knew what he looks like. I've never seen a picture of him. I know he was shit on Championship Manager.
But then we got Doncaster, we got Wolves. TJ, you said you expect 4. What are you thinking? And you know, are you comfortable wins against Doncaster and Wolves?
Yeah, simple. Like there's no beating around the bush here. Like Wolves are getting pumped by everyone. They've lost. They've been raided in the summer. they're playmakers and they're difference makers are not there now. Like, and Doncaster, 2 leagues below us. We're at home. We've got a strong squad. Like, we should be using that squad. Yeah, both wins to 0 in my opinion. Both wins to 0. Yeah. Multiple. Like 3-0, 3-0, 4-0 against Doncaster. Similar against Wolves is what I'm expecting. Maybe 3,
I like
4
that.
again.
I like that. Saturday night under the lights. Mitchell, comfortable wins against Doncaster and Wolves. Do you agree with TJ?
The Wolves one does scare me. I'm not going to lie, because of last season against Palace. So I'm not even.
You've been a Spurs fan too long, Mitch. You know what? You know the score.
It does make me a bit nervous, but no, we should get the job done against both of them. Both comfortable, and it'd be nice to see some players like Tell, because Tell scares me a little bit. I think he's got a lot of talent, but I think he gets a lot of stick, and I don't see where else he's going to get game time at the minute. Not been included in the Champions League, so I'd like for him to have a shout. So yeah,
great. And Matty, are you same comfortable feeling? You always brim with confidence, Matty. Got to be this week, right?
Doncaster, I think we'll win 2-0 because I think we'll make quite a few changes. Wolves, mate, listen, we are Tottenham and we have got that soft belly, yeah. And when Dr. Tottenham comes out, mate, we know what it's about. Do you know what I mean? I'll be having a couple of nervous poos before that game, mate. But I think Spurs will win 3-0.
All right. I'll take that then. That sounds pretty good, mate. He's not being nervous. 3-0. Yeah, 3-0's fine. Kev, are you feeling as optimistic as the rest?
No, I mean, someone put the picture of that doctor in the group chat this morning with a fucking Spurs cocker on his doctor's jacket. And I thought, fucking it, some Spurs up. Right, that does, because we do normally do that. But hopefully under this manager, we'll go there with a different thing. I do find we're a bit of a different team at home than we are away. I find us more enjoyable, really, at the moment, to watch us play away from home. I feel like we're more solid, and at home we could be a bit more expansive. But I'm sure Frank would have that in the back of his head that, they've played 5, lost 5. They're gonna want to try and get sank at Spurs. But yeah, we've just got to blow them out of the water from the off in terms and obviously be solid at the back. But yeah, I can't see nothing but 2 wins. I'll go 3-1 against Wolves. And I fancy a nice 3 or 4-0 against Doncaster.
Nice, I like it. I do like it.
And then the draw.
Yeah, when's that?
Lee, the draw is on Wednesday after the game because Arsenal are playing as well today, and a draw for the 4th round, and we should be in it. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
We're on telly, aren't we, as well?
Say again.
We're on telly as well. I think all the games are on telly, aren't they?
All the games are on telly, but yeah, no, the one that's the later kickoff is the Arsenal game at 8:00, and then the game will be after that game. I'm hoping for a League One away. On a League One.
Do you know what? I don't know about you boys, but I've always, as a kid, I've always get excited about watching a cup draw, and it's even more.
Yeah, I love the draws
because I'm an adult now. I used to love when I was a kid, but when I'm an adult now, it's that thing of you could be going to fucking Grimsby on a Wednesday night or something like that, and it's them grounds that you never get to go to. Yeah, I get so excited about cup games and the draws. They're brilliant.
I loved it. If this fixture was reversed, that would have been great for me. Doncaster away on a Wednesday night.
Where's that? Near Sheffield, isn't it? It's up that way.
Fucking well up north, mate.
Yeah, it's Yorkshire, isn't it? Yorkshire.
I've just come back from Manchester today. I went to Manchester at the weekend with a wife, yeah. Fucking 4 hours, mate. I didn't know it was that far.
Pissing down all weekend, wasn't it?
Eh?
It was really bad rain there, wasn't it?
I went yesterday. I went to see Lewis. I got dragged into Lewis Capaldi.
TJ, is your missus? Okay, your wife. Listen to this now, because before it's like my missus, and now suddenly, my wife, man, my wife.
Yeah, he's got to stick the wife thing on it now, mate.
She's sticking it.
He ain't just a bird anymore.
She makes have to flash the ring every now and then in conversation as well. I'm like, yeah, listen.
It's in the contract. It's got to be shown 5 times per pod.
You were saying that journey to Manchester is 4 hours long. If you try and go in a minibus with Jake and Aaron and it won't be 4 hours long, you'll fucking fly up there in a couple of hours, mate.
Well, Leeds is going to be like that, isn't it? Fucking Leeds is similar.
Yeah, looking forward to Leeds.
Leeds going to be good.
Look forward to talking about that. I must say, though, I must give a shout out. I play at Hackney Marshes on a Sunday morning. I scored yesterday. Came on 15-minute. I don't know how it happened, but give the goal of the eyes and put it in the bottom left.
Good.
But there was... I scored, mate. They put me on up top.
In your own net or their net?
Is it his own goal, though? Yeah.
Goalie never saw it coming. I told him, look the other way. But,
Lee, what's the name of your walking football team?
Mate, I could crawl FC. That's how good I am. It's not even walking. But,
he plays the blind one where they got the bell and the ball. That's what it is.
I wouldn't even score there. But no, the reason I bring it up is because I saw a couple of fans yesterday that saw me getting changed and said, "Heart now here." They've been listening for a couple of years, so it was good to see them. I didn't get their names. I should have got their bloody names. But yeah, top lads. So hopefully I'll see them next week. And hopefully they don't play against my team because, yeah, they look a lot fitter than I am. But again, talking about other players, I just want to do the loan watch again. You know, it's something that we said we wanted to do this season quite a lot. So there was that. Mikey Moore, he's not at the best of time at Rangers at the moment, but he got 76 minutes this week and they got a win. It was in the Scottish League Cup in the quarterfinal, but they got a 2-0 win. And listen, I think he's been getting a bit of stick there. To be fair, I watched the Old Firm, and I thought he'd done all right. To be fair, I think it was probably Rangers' best game. And Mikey did all right, so I do hope that things are turning around for him. But 76 minutes is a positive. We had Alfie Dorrit only got 95 minutes, so he got a full game where he was playing up at Aberdeen. They sadly lost 1-0. Jamie Donnelly and Ashley Phillips have been at Stoke, and Stoke are on a roll in the Championship. I'm just looking at their score now for the weekend.
Lost to QPR 1-0.
That was yeah. There we go. I've cursed them now, but. That was probably one of their worst results. They're still second in the league, only to Middlesbrough, but they were both unused subs again, which hasn't been good. That's been a couple of times for them recently. Lancashire was involved in a 3-1 win for Oxford, so he started really well actually up at Oxford. His stats have been really good there. I think 3 and 6, and then we looked at Alfie Devine, who got 85 minutes and 1 goal. When he was playing for Preston. They got a 1-0 away win at Derby, so that's very, very good for him. We've got George Abbott on loan at League One Wycombe, and George got a goal. 34 minutes played, and he scored in their 2-0 win against Northampton. As we were saying about this Tyrese Hall, Kev, he played for Notts County 28 minutes, and he got 2 of the goals. He got 2. For Notts County in that game in the 71st minute and the 92nd minute against Crawley Town. So really good for him. It'd be good to look at him and see how he goes on. If he's only just got that minute, he must be new into it. Veliz, do you remember Veliz that we got with one of Ange's first signings? He's still injured. He's on loan. I think he got 1 goal at Brighton, funny enough, didn't he? We was all watching it in the pub in Hertford.
Is he still injured from fucking being at Spurs? Same injury.
He might be.
Been injured his whole career, ain't he, that cunt?
Listen, in 5 years' time, I'll be hearing. I'm still waiting for him to come through because we spent about 11 million on him.
Yang Min Hyuk, he didn't get no time. He's been at Portsmouth. He's not got a lot of minutes at the moment, but I do hope that things turn on for him. But Luka Viskovic, our young defender at Hamburg, scored. You know how much he scored when he was playing in Croatia? He scored in a 2-1 win for Hamburg against Heidenheim in the Bundesliga. So he definitely got a goal in this time.
Harry Kane taught him a lesson the week before, no?
I know, man. Harry Kane is smashing. I know we don't talk about him on here now, but I think if he scores 2 at the weekend, he's got to 100 goals faster than any of the other strikers in Europe. Like it took 105 games or something for Ronaldo and 105 for somebody else. He's getting it in. Yeah, he's got 98 in. I think it's 100 or 99. I don't know. But
I hope he does it. I hope he does.
Yeah, I do. I got to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Whatever may have happened, I'm still a big fan. And we obviously talked about our friend, you know, the guy smashing it at Premier League 2, and that is Barnett. And he was involved in a 6-3 win on Friday against Leicester away. He got all his goals in the first half. And the other scores were John Baptiste Black and Rio Kaimetten, who got 2 goals. There's a lot of goals that come in the Premier League too. But I tell you what, this Luca Williams-Barnett, who also scored a free kick for England under 18s against Azerbaijan in the international break. The guy is, he's got a frame. It looks the part. I mean, I don't know if you guys have the old Hotspur TV, Tottenham TV and that, but you can get those games So I haven't got that. But if
Yeah, it's really
anyone
good,
watches it, yeah, let us know how he gets on, because I want to see more of him. I watch clips, but
Do
I
you know
want to
what?
see more of him.
That Spurs play is only 35
First play.
quid for the season, and it's really good to watch. Yeah, to watch youth football and of the women's stuff's
Mm.
on there as well, and obviously behind the scenes stuff. Really, really interesting as well. And you obviously get pre-season friendlies as well if you get it around that time. But definitely worth it. That Spurs play is really good.
Don't you get it free as season ticket holders?
Nothing free.
Nah,
Spurs,
fuck
mate.
off. You're having a laugh now. I might do now. Levy's gone. They give me
Yeah,
they give you like a 10 pound off it or something.
that's it.
Get
That's
£10
right.
off.
Kev,
Yeah, we
no
start
way, Kev, are you paying £35? No, I ain't having it. I ain't having it.
No, no, wait. Oh, wait. I'll go after my sister.
Brilliant. Just to now, like, obviously, we also look at the under 18s, the younger team. We lost 4-2 to Southampton on Saturday. Yeah, which not great result for the team. I think at the moment we're doing all right. 5 games in, 7th in the table in the under 18s division. In the Premier League too, Spurs are looking. It's not been. It's been an okay start. We're 6th in the table. It's early doors, so. But Williams Barnett, we've been talking about him for a year and a half. Let's definitely see if he gets. He was on the bench for a Europa League game last year. Let's see if he gets some minutes. Actually, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will at some point. If he's on the bench on Wednesday, that would be absolutely brilliant. But I'm sure we've probably got a big squad.
I can just see
But,
Mitch. I'm sure we're going to get into what you do, but I reckon in a couple of years' time you're going to be doing prints of Luca Williams Barnett. I'm sure that'll be a hot seller over the next few years.
Hopefully, we love a bit of homegrown, so that'll be good.
Oh, that's the one. But saying that, Mitchell, this is time. We're so glad you're on. You've been a proud sponsor of ours, and we're so thankful for that. But having you on tonight and talking to you, and obviously Kev's got to know you well. But yeah, tell to our viewers a little bit about Hotspur Heritage and everything that you've been doing.
Yeah, so started about a year ago. Funny enough, I was actually doing completely different prints before. I was doing boxing, films, and then I was going through some old stuff, and I come across it was I think it was called the Lily Whites magazine, going back from about the 60s, and it had all sort of artwork in there and pictures, and I thought this is what I want to do. Do some artwork just Spurs related, so kind of cut everything out, which business wise obviously cutting out a lot of consumers, but at the same time it's something more enjoyable when doing the prints. It's obviously for me like reliving stuff, watching like getting all the players up and stuff like that. So yeah, basically I just wanted to go down the Spurs route. So yeah, I think it was December 2024. Come up with the name Hotspur Heritage. One of my friends actually helped me with the business. We sort of put together ideas, what we want to do. We try and cater for all ages. So you see a lot of stuff going back from like Burgess, 40s, 50s, Blanchflower, Perryman, pretty much all players before my time. And then obviously my time is Ledley King, Robbie Keane, Defoe, all them sort of players. So yeah, we're just trying to get as much quality stuff out there. We're going with more quality over quantity. So we haven't got loads of stuff, but got about 13 to 14 prints in a minute. So they're completely all different, all unique, and they're all custom done by ourselves. So no one online is doing it sort of like us, I'd say at the moment, especially Spurs related. There's a lot of people doing prints and posters, but yeah, I'd say we're quite unique in terms of that. And obviously we're massive Tottenham, so yeah.
It works. And I guess, so what, has that always been a thing that you've like illustrations? You've always just had that skill you like to draw and...
Yeah, so it's not drawing. It's all graphic design. It's editing.
Great.
So it's a lot of pictures put together. But obviously, we sort of like to do it very neatly. There's a lot of people that do sort of edits out there where they're not clear when they come off. When they print, they're sort of blurry and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just basically it's all done by a computer. We sort of high quality print as well. So everything's like thick card material. Obviously, you don't have to put it up on a wall. People can keep it as a keepsake. But kind of the reason sort of behind it was, like I say, going back to it was actually my granddad's magazine from the 60s, Spurs magazine. I was just going through some old stuff. I found a UEFA program, and it had sort of like a crazy design on the front, stuff like you would never see nowadays on a program. So yeah, it just sort of gave me the idea to thought, you know what, I'm going to go down the Spurs route, and sort of never look back from then.
And it's great, like, because looking at your work, it's got a real collage feel, as you say, to it. When it comes to some of the older players and commissioning stuff for people that are supporters from years gone by, how has it been sort of looking back into players from yesteryear and starting to piece that together? Has it been enjoyable to find out a bit more about Spurs history from a bit of time from before you knew?
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously a lot of players that I missed, and sort of my granddad used to shove sort of players down my throat, Glenn Hoddle and stuff like that. So I already knew quite a lot of old players, and it's quite funny. I met someone through the page, and they thought, "Oh, blimey, I was expecting you to be about 60 years old." Some of the stuff you post, and I was like, "Nah." I just enjoy looking at some of the old players, and like I say, being sort of shown or told about these players. Obviously, doing research on them, you see how good some of these players used to have, like Jimmy Greaves and stuff like that. So like we done a captain's poster, and we sort of covered every captain from the 50s to present, so sort of catered to everyone. So yeah,
it's great. And one of them that I really did like was the "You Can't Win Anything with Kids," which was scraped out. You see the free. It's the Ellsborg night that we was just talking about. Is there things like that you want to explore more? Because the Gascoigne stuff is lovely, like the beautiful image with the stats and stuff like that. But there's some real creativity in what you've done there. Is that something that you're going to explore more and do stuff based on what happened in the season or what may have happened? Stuff like Bilbao and obviously years gone by before that. Just that sort of really nice, creative way of reflecting on what has been a really integral moment to our history.
yeah, definitely. Obviously, this is something that's fairly new to me. I've always been fairly decent on computers and stuff, so you'll probably see through the work progressively it's getting better and better. So eventually, yeah, obviously we've got a couple of ideas. We had something lined up which kind of we weren't happy with the quality, so we haven't put it out there. So yeah, we've been a bit inactive in terms of that side of it. But like you said, obviously we've got some creative ideas, and I think with time we're only getting better at sort of what we're doing. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone do anything like what we're doing at the moment.
No, it's great, mate. It's really lovely stuff. And I must say to everybody,
Lee, we spoke the other day, didn't we, Lee, in a group chat? And I mean,
yeah,
it was the Bournemouth program that someone gave me, and I don't really get buy programs. My boy's too old for them, but I've had a flick through it, and it had like it focused on Teddy Sheringham in this one. It had all old pictures and stuff. I'm not just talking about old playing pictures. I'm talking about old pictures of him just arriving at training and the jackets and the car he's getting out of and everything else. And it's so retro. And Lee was saying that, they don't really do things like that anymore in like fanzines and all that. And Lee was saying like, it's an idea for us at some point where me and Lee are so like retro, it's unbelievable, and we enjoy that sort of stuff. And I think that's why we like your work as well. But yeah, maybe we can do something together one day, Lee, where we, if we do get the fanzine off, then we can also get Mitch involved. And obviously his work's been great. Still waiting for a Nicky Barmby one to come out though. If you get a Nicky Barmby one out, mate, I'll fucking have it. I'll pay top dollar for that. You'll have to Google him now. I'm not sure your name, Mitch, but he's a good player.
I'll be honest.
But saying that, Mitchell, like when it comes to sort of getting you out there, like we've got a really great fan base. This podcast has been based on that element of being the supporters that you'd rather be in the bricklayers with than give you every sort of minute stat and insight depth. We'd like to think that we know, but it's more about the passion of the club. And how has it been when you're looking to get this out to supporters? There are the traditional channels, Instagrams and stuff like that, but how's it been when starting a business like this catered towards Spurs fans?
Yeah, I think it's difficult, like I say, because not everyone wants posters. Like a lot of people think like programs now. I mean, I know personally I stopped buying programs years ago, but you might get the old one. It's a lot of clutter for people. So I think trying to get out there has been difficult. But I mean, considering we've been going since December 2024, I think across socials we're doing about just over 1,000 followers across all platforms, and orders wise have been good. We've had some great reviews, like personal reviews, like for example the Ellsworth poster. We had a couple of parents buy for their children. Obviously their children were at the game, so yeah, stuff like that. Obviously it's good. Obviously I just wish I could put more out there quicker, but it's obviously with work and stuff as well. And obviously, like I say, we're just trying to focus on that, the quality of it, and making sure it's top stuff.
Oh, mate. Well, look, you know, all the very best of luck. We're so honoured that you sponsor us and that we're hopefully able to help sort of get you out there. But if people do want to follow you, obviously we have it on our live feed of our stream. But for people that listen to us on a podcast and audio platforms, how best to find out you and all the great work that you do?
Lost him.
Well, I think we might have lost him there. He's doing a print for us as we speak. He's doing a Nicky Barmby for Kev. That's what he's got to do. But well, we know for sure at Hotspur Heritage, we say at the start of our podcast, please follow Mitchell at Hotspur Heritage. It's all lowercase, all on Instagram.
Yeah, I think Matt, you got him on the TikTok as well, haven't you? So I'm sure he's at Hotspur Heritage on TikTok as well. I don't think he's got a Twitter or Facebook, but they're the two main ones you want to catch him on.
Yeah, do you know what, Lee? He's followed me since the Championship Manager days, mate. So that's how.
Times.
I'll get a video up promoting him anyway.
Lovely. I was going to say about that, Matt. You've got to be jumping on Football Manager 26. All of you have to. We should do here online game, man.
Mate, I've got fucking triplets. Where do you think I'm getting time to be a manager on a computer game?
Lee, what's the release date? What's the release date?
It's coming out, I think, November. FIFA's out this week. Or out already.
I'm not really a FIFA man no more, mate. I think Kev's never been a FIFA man. Ask him about them days, mate. He's gone through a few controllers. You know what I mean?
Cody's battered me every time I played him round there.
Yeah, Cody's a freak. The younger generation of freaks at the game, mate. They've left me behind.
Oh.
I'll get Football Manager though, and I'll go live on that. But the only thing about going live on that is too long, too much dedication.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Lee. I ain't played a computer game for about 14 years. I'm not even joking. I think the last game I played was fucking GTA San Andreas or something like that. Honestly, I ain't played a computer game.
Dizzy Egg on Spectrum was the last one he played, I think.
So I still play the fucking Sega Mega Drive or whatever it's called. Fucking. I
reckon if TJ got hold of that game, Football Manager, I reckon he'd lose his fucking missus.
Kids, so this is the thing.
He left the house on his own playing it.
It's the thing, right? So when we were doing the pods at each other's houses, and I think it was one night I was coming to yours to do it, Kev, and it was the night that I played Cody. So I don't know what it was when I was working from home on a Monday. So I was playing a bit of FIFA, and I was a couple of games in, I was doing all right, and then I got beat online. My wife, Carisha, came home from work. And she's come in and she went, "You're right." I went, "What are you fucking doing here?" She's gone nuts. I was in the doghouse and then I've had to leave. I'm feeling so guilty. I've come round your house and you've gone, "Yeah, Lee, Cody wants to play. You go on, quick, go upstairs." I was like, "No, mate, I think I've got to do this." He went, "No, mate, go up. You don't mind. We'll start in a minute." And he beat me again. I'm like, remember in The Simpsons when Mo's eye twitches? When Mo's eye twitches on The Simpsons, that's how I felt when Cody was beating me. I knew I was in the doghouse when I got back home, mate. I was on the sofa that night. I'll tell you that. I still do. I haven't played. I don't do it in front of Cody because I've had to teach him not to fucking lose his rag. But when I play on my own, do you know what I do? I punch my own legs. I go to football and I take get ready to take my trousers off, and they go, "Fucking hell, what's the matter with your thighs?" I'm like, "Yeah, just tripped up down the stairs." But I'm beating the shit out of myself for losing on FIFA. It's terrible, mate. Bad temper. No, mate, rage quits are the worst.
Mitch has just come back and heard me going, "Yeah, I punched my fucking self in the legs." What do you think? What the fuck are we talking about that?
That's a fucking self-harm clinic.
Yeah, we're talking FIFA. And the rage quits that happen, Mitchell. But yeah, look, from going to talk about some games, we're going to end on a final quiz. We're going to go round it. This is one thing. I'm going to go round the clock. I'm going to ask you each to carry on until you miss out. And then the last one standing will win. The question is to name me a player in Premier League history at Tottenham who has scored over 10 goals for the club. And we'll carry on until there is one person standing. So I will let Mitchell start as he's our guest. But Mitchell, just name any player that in their history of Tottenham in the Premier League who has scored over 10 Premier League goals for the club.
Is it 10 league goals? Or?
It's in the Premier League. The goals are all from the Premier League.
Okay.
Yeah. Mitchell.
Yeah,
Who
sorry,
you
got to
got?
start with Kane.
Yep, there you go. The first one off the board. Kev, you're next on my block, looking at you live. Who you got?
Well, if he's gone Kane, we'll go Sonny, and I.
There you go. The two obvious ones. Matty, you're next.
You muted.
Sheringham.
Sheringham, yes. Next on 97. TJ.
Defoe.
Defoe, next on 91. Mitchell, back to you, mate. Who do you think has scored over 10 goals in the Premier League?
Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane has indeed 91 goals, same as Defoe. Kev?
Jurgen the German.
Jurgen the German did indeed. Jurgen got 29. Matt?
Everson.
Everson, indeed. How many did he got? 36. 36. TJ?
He said Everson. I've got to say Rebroff, you know?
Rebroff got, let me have a look. He's on here. I think,
He probably got about 9, 10. He probably got 10.
oh, I'm just having a look, mate. I'm having a look.
Wait, is he on there? Are you joking?
Where is Rebroff on this? There might be an early exit here.
Are you joking?
Oh, he got 10. You're in.
I told you he got 10.
Damn it, done.
Hang on. You said over 10.
I meant 10 and over. Apologies. That's bad on me.
Look at you, you fucking grass.
You fucking grass.
Go on, Mitch. On you. What you saying, mate?
Solanke.
Solanke has. Did Solanke? He's got
Yeah,
9.
he's got 10 for Spurs.
Oh,
Oh.
Mitchell, he's got 9. Oh,
Oh.
sorry, Mitch. You are first eliminated. We're down to 3. Kev, I thought he got over 10. Yeah, bloody hell.
Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson, he's got to have it. Yeah, he's got 18.
Chris Armstrong.
Chris Armstrong, he has 48. Yep. Lennon, 26. Well done. Kev, back to you.
Berbatov.
Berbatov, 27. Yeah, one more than Lennon.
Darren Anderton.
Darren Anderton,
Fuck, he didn't make 10
34.
appearances.
Yeah, go on, Teej.
Christian Eriksen.
Christian Eriksen's 51. Yes. Kev.
Dele Alli.
Dele Alli, 51 as well. Yep. Matty.
Les Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, 33. Well, we're doing all right here, lads. TJ.
David Ginola.
David Ginola, he has 12. You're in. Made the cut.
I
Kev.
thought it was more than that.
I thought it was more than that.
Oh, it's getting tight.
Oh, he's clucking. He's going to go.
Pavlyuchenko. Oh, mate. I thought I fucked it.
Pavlyuchenko. No, you're right. You got 20.
Whew.
20.
Yeah, 20.
More than Ginola. Fucking hell.
Over 3 years, yeah.
Um,
It goes.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to say, I don't even know. Simon Davis.
Simon Davis got 13. You're in.
Whoa.
Oh!
Oh, what the fuck?
PJ.
Richarlison.
Richarlison. What has he got then? Is he? Has he got? Are you sure?
100%. He's got more than 10.
He's got over right. Yes, he had 19. Apologies. Looking down my list, 19. Kev.
Oh, mate, I'm struggling. Oh, fuck. I'm going for. I'm gonna go Peter Crouch only because I've fluffed it, and I.
12. No, you're in. Peter Crouch got 12.
Whew.
Matty.
If he said Simon Davis last time,
Christian Ziege.
Christian Ziege. That's come out of the blue. Christian Ziege.
I don't know how many he scored, but I know he scored a couple of free kicks.
Mate, he got 7. You're out.
Fair enough.
TJ and Kev. TJ, you've got to get one here.
I think this one here could be a banana skin. I think he's the sort of player we'd expect to, but maybe he hasn't. but I'm going to go for it anyway. Van der Vaart.
Van der Vaart.
Because he only had like 3 seasons at Spurs.
No, mate, he done well. 24.
What?
You're in, yeah, 24. 24. Kev, so this is a new round now.
Yeah, I've
It's
got a
back
cracker.
round.
I've got a cracker
go on.
for you. Gareth Bale.
Gareth
Oh my
Bale, of course.
God.
No one saw him. 53 goals, yeah. Go on, T.
Oh, I've got sweaty armpits.
Oh, I've got one for you.
Time.
Go on.
Darren Bent.
Darren Bent got 18. Yes, you're in. Back to you, Kev.
Fuck, you know. I'm gonna go with my boy Nicky Barmby.
Oh, Barmby. Nicky Barmby. Oh, mate.
No!
Roll it down. Hold on. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back up.
Oh, do you know what? He started like 90, 91 before the Prem started, didn't he? 92.
He got
I felt
20. He's in. He's
Oh,
in. You're in.
go on, Nicky boy.
Get that print sorted, Mitch.
Yeah, get that done. Pay your double bubble.
Yeah. Go back to you, TJ. TJ, you're on screen. You ain't bloody on Google, are you?
He's fucking cheat. He's
No,
cheating.
I'm fucking thinking. I'm leaning back thinking. I'll show you my screen if you want. There's nothing on it. I've got 4 screens here, to be fair. I promise I'll
European Premier League, First Division, League Cup. Yeah.
I wouldn't cheat.
No, go on, mate. What are you saying? Some legends.
Some big names we probably haven't said yet as well.
Mm.
When you're right, you start thinking.
Sherwood.
Tim Sherwood.
That's probably done me, innit?
Tim Sherwood. 12. He's in. Yeah.
Fucking how's he pulled that out?
He's had Rebroff, Sherwood.
All on like 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'm in fucking trouble now, boys. We said Ferdinand, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go for. Oh, it's a fucking. This is right, desperate stuff. This. I'm going for Bobby Zamora. I think I fucked it.
I think that could be it, you know.
Bobby Zamora. Oh, mate. I'm looking down.
Mitch is gone, mate.
Hold on. Let's have a look. Oh, mate, I might have to go to an adjudicator for this one. I can't see it at the moment. I'm going to tell you now. The Spurs, he didn't score in the league, mate. No, he didn't.
Lee.
He didn't even score.
How much did Ledley King score?
That's terrible.
Dembele.
What one?
Ledley King scored quite a few, didn't he? And he scored quite a few from even centre midfield.
Well, I'm going to let TJ finish it off. TJ.
Oh no, Kev's that. Sorry, Kev's that.
But it's but isn't it a round clock? So TJ's a winner then.
Not out yet. TJ's got to get one.
TJ's got to say
sorry,
it.
Sorry.
I don't have Lucy Dembele now or Ledley King either.
Yeah, you can't say them two.
See, yeah. So who are you saying, TJ, to win it?
Stephen Carr.
Ooh,
No, I don't know.
Stephen Carr. Oh, mate.
Oh,
You got 7.
Oh, back in.
Go on.
Okay. I'm going to go for. I don't know. Fucking, I know you played early 80s. He wouldn't have been there.
No, he wouldn't.
I'm going to go for. I don't know. Fuck. I'll go with Gary Mabbott.
Oh, Mabbott is not in there. Mabbott is
That's
not in
early.
there. You're back. What you said, Teej?
Fuck knows. I've got. I've got loads of players in my head. I just don't think they've got 10.
Say
don't
someone
think
you
they've got
think.
10.
Your time limit on this.
I'm going to push you.
I ain't been pushing you. What's wrong with you two?
Car screaming. Come on.
I'm going to get it wrong, and Stefan Freund.
Mate, he never scored.
Oh, no.
Kev, you're
We're
back.
back in then, are we?
We're going in overtime here. Fucking hell.
Done 20 minutes on this fucking quiz. People have tuned out, mate. They're at work already.
All right. I'm trying to think of like the fucking sort of Okay, I'll go for I'm still here. All right, just give me a countdown and I'll have a go.
Right, 5, 4. I'm going to be harsh on these ones. 3, 2, 1. What are you saying?
Colin Calderwood.
Not a chance. Not a chance. TJ, to win it, you've had 3 goes, mate. Come on.
Mate, it's the worst game of tennis in the world. Fucking juice.
Some of the names you lot have missed.
Mate, I've got so many shit players in my head. I'm just thinking that they scored 10. There's going to be some that we've missed that are like bankers as well. Oh, fuck's sake.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Malbronk.
Steed Malbronk. 6.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you one more. If you both don't get it, you take the points. Kev,
I'll go for
5
Rule,
seconds.
I'll go for Rule Fox.
Rule Fox.
Yeah.
Fox. Oh, let's have a look. Yes, 13.
Come on.
TJ.
Come on.
5.
Carl Walker.
Cut 4 goals. He only got 4.
There you go.
Kev wins it. We got there in the end. It was like,
Go on, tell us some of the bait ones that we missed out.
right, I'll tell you some of you missed. You missed Adebayor, 35. Kulusevski, 22. Jermaine Gillett, 21. Lucas Moura, 20. Gus Poyet, 18. Lamella, 17. Nasser Chadley, Mido, Canute, Madison, Modric.
This is embarrassing, boys.
There's me shouting at Colin Calderwood. What sort of fucking what am I?
Eric
Mate,
Dyer.
I said Freund, and he ain't even fucking scored a goal.
No, he never scored for us. Yeah. So there was loads there, but that was fun. That was fun. You all played brilliant. And great pod tonight, lads. We've really covered a lot. I think it's brilliant. And Mitchell, thanks so much for coming on. Please, everyone, make sure you go and visit at Hotspur Heritage on the socials. Go and see some of Mitchell's fantastic work. And listen, you will not be doing something wrong by getting somebody a beautiful Christmas present. It's coming up. Get a lovely print from Hotspur Heritage and Mitchell and all the team there. So, lads, all the very best. Enjoy Doncaster wherever you're watching it. Enjoy Wolves Saturday night under the lights. That's a weird one, 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. But enjoy it. And we'll be back next week to see how we get on. We said we'd get 2 wins. Let's hope we're back here celebrating those. This is the Heart Now Here Spurs Fans podcast. We'll see you next week. Come on, you Spurs.
Fucking